Hi, we're Greg and Carol. Something has come to our attention that I thought we would discuss, and it's expiration date versus sell-by date. There's a big difference in the two of those, and Greg worked several years in grocery retail, so he's going to tell you a little bit about the difference between sell-by date and expiration date.
Okay, some products will actually have both dates on it. The sell-by date is when they think it will still be the absolute freshest, just like it came off the when they made it. An expiration date is when they think that it will just be no good after that. Both of those dates are subjective. Baked goods, you could probably get on the sell-by date, get at least another week off of that. And canned goods, you could get as much, canned goods and boxed goods, you could get as much as a year after the expiration date, and it will still be good. You just need to check the boxes to make sure, the boxes or the cans, to make sure that they're not bloated or anything's wrong with them. But other than that, those dates are really just subjective. They're just something to go by.
And you said meat, the sell-by date, you can go how much past it?
Well, in the meat department, the meat is done a little bit different.
Go ahead.
A little bit different than it was a few years ago. A few years ago, most meat was cut right there in the store, and they gave it a 3-day shelf life, and it would only go 2 or 3 days after that. Nowadays,
Go ahead.
Nowadays, most of the meat is cut outside at a processing plant, where that's all they do all day long is cut one type of meat. There may be people there that cut different meats, but they're only cutting one meat, and it's wrapped there, and then it's shipped. And it may be 2 days after it's cut before the store is actually receiving the meat.
Okay.
So you actually would have, from the time it's processed to the time you consume it, you could probably go 5 to 7 days on the meat, even though it has an expiration date of 3 days.
What about like packaged meats, like lunch meats and cheeses?
Those you just have to check the package. But I would stick fairly close on lunch meats and cheeses. Stick fairly close to the expiration date on those.
Okay.
Just check it to make sure there's no spoilage or anything like that. But yeah, your products that you're getting in the grocery store that are like lunch meats and cheeses and stuff like that, if there's nothing wrong with it, you can get extra time out of it.
Okay. So just because you look at the date and you're seeing a date that's a week away, find out if it's an expiration, it'll have EXP, or if that's a sell-by date. Do they usually say sell-by?
Yes, they do. They will say sell-by.
Sell-by date and expiration date are not the same thing. And even though it says sell-by this date, that's just when it has to be sold, and you can go past that date. And even according to Greg, if it says expired, you can go past that date. So I know we want to eat fresh and everything, but don't be so caught up with that you're throwing good food away. And the best way to do it is eat it, before those dates. But don't freak out if you go past those dates, right?
Yeah.
So that's the difference between expiration date and sell-by date. Thank you.
Just a little footnote on this. Some states you can sell it and still be okay as long as you do not cover, as long as the company doesn't cover up the dates.
Okay.
So you can always check the dates. They're always got to be accessible and readable.
Yeah. So if there's no date, you might want to pass that.
Yeah, if there's no date on it, let it go.
Yeah. Okay. So hope this helped. Bye.